Welcome back everybody to Kirby's Adventure Way. I am the Epic Fudge and we are still in white wafers. I'm hungry now. Ugh. Anyway, this level can be kind of annoying because of something that will end up happening in a later part of this level. But for now, you just have to dodge all these little ice cannons that are here. You want to take the fire ability so you can destroy some ice blocks, and that will be helpful for getting a 1-up and getting certain cannons out of your way. Might not always work, but Kirby, get up. Thank you. Good boy. Oh god damn it. Ugh. Why have I had to be so complicated? I will never know. Yeah. Anyway, what you want to do here is take this spear ability. You need to take the spear ability to get the next gear. If you don't take it with you, you're going to miss the gear. And this is the reason why this level can be annoying if you are trying to 100% this game. If you take a single hit while you're underwater, again, you'll lose your ability. And you need to keep this spear ability on you until you get to the end of this room where you'll find a point where you can use it to get the gear. If you take a hit before then, well, you're going to lose your spear ability, and because you can't go back and get it, seeing as you're underwater, you'll have to start the level over again, if you're trying to go for 100% anyway. So yeah, this level can be annoying, like that. There's a few levels like this, to be fair, where stuff like that happens and it can be kind of unforgiving as for how you end up getting it. So, yeah. You have to make sure you get this on your first go, otherwise this gear can be really tedious. Basically all you're really doing is just swimming around and dodging giant conch shells. I think that's the reason why you lose your ability. I think it's because every time you take damage from anything with spikes on it, you'll automatically lose your ability by default. This goes for whether or not you're underwater. So anyway, that's where you're supposed to use your spear, that's where you get the gear, that rhymes, I have no idea how, but, science! English, I don't know, my commentary's being meh today. Anyway, oh god damn it, I lost my spear. I just all got lost and got crushed by the ice ball there. Anyway, what you're supposed to do here is, well, you should be able to find something that you remember from an earlier part. Basically, you have to make sure you dodge all these random ice balls, boulders, things around here. Anyway, there's your up needle that I forgot to demonstrate. And yeah, make sure you dodge everything or go right through it like I did. Get this fire ability because you need to melt all these ice blocks that are around here. And yeah, I've forgotten something. There it is. Right, here's that little crystal that lets you get through other crystals like that and makes you pretty much invincible. You need to grab that so you can go through these crystal things and do that. That's the reason why you needed to get rid of those fire blocks earlier, because if you didn't get rid of them, you won't be able to climb up that ladder, and because it's an item, you can't float with that crystal. So yeah, this level is actually quite a tricky level to 100%. This one is a pretty tricky one as well, what you have to do with the cutter. Basically what you have to do is kind of like what I was doing there. You have to skillfully maneuver your cutter boomerangs to make sure that they hit a little rope that you'll end up coming up to right now, actually. Yeah, basically you need to get your cutter up to that little rope up there. It can be very hard to sort of judge where it's supposed to go, and you can't do it from directly underneath it, because if you do, well, you'll end up dying. Unless you move out the way quick enough. And what you're supposed to do here is, again, you could just step on the switch, but if you want to go through without taking a hit, it's best to maneuver your cutter boomerang to the switch. And now I'll get you to the gear. There's your third gear. Again, rather tricky. Then you have to go through these random things, and how is that water current moving upwards? I don't know. trying to explain logic in a video game like this is a very dangerous thing. Anyway, this is another one. Basically, this isn't exactly mandatory for any years at the moment. It's just here to ease you in to something that will be mandatory for a year later on in this level. Basically, you need to put the bomb on the elevator and make the elevator move up. And make sure you get there before the bomb blows up on you, otherwise shit happens. Basically, all that was to do was for you to get another bomb. And the reason why you need this other bomb, well, you don't really need it, but you can use it to your advantage. Because this is a mini-boss. Now, if you throw the bomb too early, then the invincibility frames that boss has will stop it from taking the hit from those bombs. But if you wait long enough and then throw it, you'll kill it instantly. I think that's the first time we've ever seen the water Galburus in this game, so yeah, it didn't get a chance to show itself off, but should it? Anyway, this was necessary. You needed the water ability so you could move your, shoot water over to the switch and get the key over to the elevator so you could unlock the gate. And yeah, that's the end of stage 3 of White Wafers. Yeah, got a 1! So after you've done that level, you go to the next level. No shit. And the next level is also a relatively tricky one from what I remember. I'm not too sure. Yeah. This one doesn't require you to have a sword ability, but you kind of need it anyway because now you got all these wind currents that you just drag you along really, really quickly. Kind of similar to how the water level wind things sort of did. Only now, you need to make sure you keep your wits about you so that you can get a gear. Again, that last section in the Onion Ocean was just there to ease you into this. Can you believe how Waddle-Dee's just riding that thing there? As you do. Anyway, this level actually took me a lot of attempts. I think this is like my 7th take on this level actually. Because on my first take, I did perfectly fine, got through the entire level, got all the gears and all that, everything was hunky-dory. I look at my recording, and I find that I've missed like 300 frames on my recording. Like, something ended up happening near the end of the level, and it really, really killed the recording. So yeah, this is my 7th take on this level, and I finally... The rest of the takes were basically just me messing up on getting the gears, but that first attempt was the recorder messing up really, really badly. Ow! That wasn't supposed to happen. Anyway, I just slaughtered a whole bunch of Waddle-Dees right there. And yeah, this go, I managed to get it with no recording mess-ups whatsoever. I think. And yeah, stuff like that's happened. Anyway. This is another carry these section. We haven't actually had one of these since World 1, I think. Anyway, you just have to be quick. Relatively quick anyway. Just make sure you beat the carry D to the end of the stage, otherwise, in this case, he will end up unlocking the wrong door, and if he unlocks that door, then you won't be able to get into the other door and get the key. See right there. That carry D would have gone straight to the door of the Scarfies and let them out, and then the key would disintegrate, stopping me from getting the thingy. The gear. Anyway, this is the snowball ability once again. Again, probably my favourite out of the super abilities because it's actually fun to use. And in this case, we sort of kind of play a game of bowling with it. Very easy game of bowling, mind you, but still, it's something. So This actually has a sort of momentum physics kind of thing going with it, very similar to classic Sonic games. Again, I appreciate gimmicks like that. That's probably why I find this so much fun, because it is very similar to how the spin dash works from Sonic, at least as far as the momentum physics work anyway, of how you jump over hills and stuff. Anyway, basically, you put the snowball over this random snowman head thing, and then it blows up. Like that. And I think that was the section where my first recording of this level actually ended up going pear-shaped and started missing stuff. I ended up having a look at that particular recording, and the audio also desynced as well, similar to how that one part of the Onion Ocean level did. So yeah, ow! That wasn't supposed to happen. Anyway, again, not really anything special to talk about right here. Oh yeah, a little tip for you that I completely forgot about actually. That purple wall, it's sort of got like a rubber band thing on it. If you go really far away from it, it will start charging at you really quickly. But if you're close to it, as you might have noticed, just watching all of them, the purple wall slows down the closer it gets to Kirby. So it's, again, to make it easy. I didn't really think that they needed to do anything like that, but they did. I can understand why they need to speed the wall up, because stuff like that would make you go really far past the wall and stuff like that. I don't understand why they had to slow the wall down. I mean, it's not that hard, for the most part. Anyway, here we get a choice between Cutter and Bomb, and I'm opting for Cutter because I haven't used it for a while. Anyway, this is a bit of a weird one. It's got moving platforms now. There's nothing dangerous though, you just have to make sure that you don't, like, have your attacks aiming towards the walls that'll end up being popping down every now and again and stuff. Anyway, the Plasma Doomer right here, I forgot to mention it in the last part, it's basically got plasma-based attacks. If you swallow any of those spheres right there, you'll get the spark ability. The same goes for the fire Doomer that we ended up running into in the last couple of worlds. That Doomer will give you the fire ability. The purple Doomer I don't think actually gives you an ability. So yeah. Anyway, that's the end of the part, guys, so I shall see you guys in the next part of Kirby's Adventure Wii. God